Hello, hello, and welcome to 12 Days of Christmas in July. In today's project, we're going to create a shaker card, and I decided to use my Gingerbread Christmas collection, which you can find the link to in the description down below. So, first, I'm going to start with a card base measuring 6 by 12 inches. I'm going to fold it in half, and then burnish it to create my card base. Super quick and simple, right? Now you have to decide how do you want to decorate your card. So I'm going to have a panel measuring 5.5 by 5.5 of an inch, and using my brown alcohol marker, I'm going to create a border. And this way, I'm going to have a nice border for my card without any colored cardstock. So it's always a good idea to actually color in all the edges as well. When this is ready, I can assemble it at the front of a card and I can create another smaller panel. And to do it, I use one of the design papers from my Gingerbread Christmas collection, and I try to use lighter blue color. So this one measures 5.25 by 5.25 of an inch. When this is assembled, then I use my CRICUT machine, CRICUT Maker 3 to be exact, and I created a heart. Actually, I cut it twice, and this one will be for my shaker element. And I don't have any acetate at the moment, so I decided to use that bag, and it worked perfectly fine. So, very often, you have to be very creative with your tools when you create cards, and I have to tell you that this trick worked. However, when you use those bags, it has a small hole in it, so make sure you're not going to put it on your shaker element. To assemble those pieces together, I'm going to use red liner tape, and this one is from Crafter's Companion. It has 3 mil. Really quick and simple. If you want, you can always use a pokey tool to peel off the bag and then assemble the acetate, or like in this case, the acetate from the bag or cello bag. And when you do it, then you can use your scissors to cut around just to make sure the tape, or actually the tape and the bag won't be visible. And then you can assemble the other heart, so everything will be covered. If you haven't heard about hashtag 12 Days of Christmas in July, it is hosted by Monika, PaperMona. And there are other crafters taking part in this collaboration, including Katarina, Benita from Under a Pile of Papers, Shirley from Handmade by Shirley, and Mel. All the information is in the description down below. So every single day for 12 days in July at 6 p.m. UK time, we've got a different Christmas make for you. And I can tell you that every single day there is a different prompt. And all of these are so amazing. And I can tell you that every single project we create is totally different. So I really encourage you to check all the other tutorials from those amazing ladies. You will be amazed how many beautiful projects every single person can create. And if you'd like to take part in this challenge, all you have to do is to use that hashtag 12 days of Christmas in July. And I do encourage you to check all the information in the description down below. So now, as you can see, I'm adjusting that cello bag on my heart, and I'm going to put more tape, then add one more heart at the top. Have you ever created a shaker card for Christmas? If you have, what did you make? Please let me know in the comments down below. Because when I think about Christmas and shakers, as you probably know, I love gingerbread. And I have to tell you that gingerbread in Poland is a totally different story. It is very fluffy and soft, and very often for Christmas, we actually make those gingerbread cookies. And they are in the shape of a heart with white icing. So that's why I chose this shape for my shaker card. Have you ever created a heart shaker element? If you have, please let me know how did you do it. Of course, you can use some nesting dice as well. However, with that SVG file, I was able to make it smaller as well, and I used one of the design collections from my stash, and I made smaller hearts to go inside of that shaker element, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. Now it is time to add some dimension for our shaker element, so I've got double-sided foam adhesive, and I decided to create actually 3 strips, one of this one, so it will fit, and none of the elements from the inside is going to go outside. So when this is ready, then we can put all the shaker elements. And to be honest, today I really wanted to be a little bit brave. So what I did, I also took a little bit of glitter from my stash. So wait for it. So when this is ready, it's always a good idea to add a few drops of liquid glue as well, especially for the tape, because in time it is going to dry completely and it may take apart, and we don't want that, right? If you want, you can also use some pokey tool to peel off the backing here, then put your shaker elements. And what I also did with that heart, I cut it one more time with the darker blue design paper from my Gingerbread Christmas collection. Here you can see the design paper. It was actually the background, and I thought it was just perfect because with those white dots and snowflakes, it looks like a little bit of icing on gingerbread. So here I'm going to put them the other way, so you can only see the back of them. And when I put the blue heart on top, it will make sense. So if you really want to create your own shaker card, that would be absolutely amazing. So please let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be inspired by our prompt and crafts. So as you can see, this comes together pretty quickly. To be honest, the whole card together took me 25 minutes. And here is the glitter I told you about earlier. Yes, I was very brave. And the last time I used this glitter, it was literally everywhere for 3 months straight. And I was very careful with it. So I hope this time I'm not going to see the rest of the glitter anywhere. If you have any tricks how to deal with it, please let me know in the comments down below. So now I'm going to put few drops of liquid glue, line up all the hearts, burnish it very well. Then we can adhere it at the front of the card. And at this point, I thought something is missing here. So even when I add a sentiment at the top in Polish with gold mirror card, Merry Christmas, I thought let's add a few other hearts, gingerbread hearts from my collection as well. Because in this collection, you've got loads of elements to fussy cut. And I have to tell you that I absolutely love it. Because you not only have gingerbread shape, like heart, for example, or stars, but other shapes as well. And if you'd like to get this collection, I left the link in the description down below. And tomorrow we're going to have a totally different prompt for Christmas make. And if you want to get ready for your festive season, I really hope you'll feel inspired by our makes and prompts. And I know one of the other crafters was inspired and actually puts her videos up as well on her YouTube channel, Crafting Diva. So you can check her channel as well, because she's got some amazing ideas. So now as you can see, I'm trying to adjust those hearts and I'm getting rid of some of the elements at the top. So everything will be there as I wanted. And the card will be nearly completed, but I thought at this point I can add 3 more hearts, gingerbread hearts on top, and then add a little bit of elegance like white icing. So I'm going to put some white pearls on that shaker element, and the cut will be completed. So what do you think about this? It is super quick, super easy, and I think very effective. And it's perfect for any gingerbread lover. So as you can see, the cat stands proudly on a flat surface. There is plenty of space to write your message. So don't forget about our hashtag 12 days of Christmas in July. So we've got Monika, PaperMona, Katarina, Benita, Shirley, and Mel taking part in this collaboration. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And see you tomorrow for another Christmas make. Happy crafting!